What I love about speaking is I feel like I've done so many things in my career over the last 32 years that I can speak on several things. I always want to give somebody a nugget before I leave to make sure that I've done the best job I can do. And if I don't get a standing ovation, I don't feel like I succeeded. I've spoke to hundreds through 32 years, all the way from Chrysler to TCF Bank to, you name it, I pretty much have done it. And I've done anything from, relating what we do in football, which football is a big time business now, and relate that to running companies, to talking to people that companies are way down and they need a boost. And I've been able to do that because I've taken programs that have not been very good and we've rebuilt them. Certainly have talked a lot about leadership. I've had a lot of requests on, hey, coach, tell us what you're doing and what we can implement in what we're doing. When we talk about employees and people that you bring into your organization to help it be better, it can't be good unless you're able to get good employees. We can't win in football unless we recruit good players, because I always said good players make you good coaches or CEOs, and same with employees. So, the process is not a whole lot different, but you've got to do a great job of recruiting people that have the passion that you have towards the company you're running. Same way if you're at Target and you're hiring an employee, hey, do you have passion for what the position we're going to put you in? Because I firmly believe that not everybody's the right fit for each organization, and as a CEO, whether it's a company or a football coach, you've got to recruit employees that fit into your beliefs and your mission and what you want to do. How I retain them is you treat them right. There's nothing better. They need to see the CEO. They need to see the boss. It's amazing when you can walk by and you tell an employee, hey, you did a great job. If you treat people right, it don't matter what you do, if you treat people right and you do a good job of recruiting the people into your company, you're going to be successful. When we talk about teamwork and relating it to a company and football, in football, we talk about this all the time. It's not about one person, it's about the team. But once you can sell the team concept and you get everybody involved understanding that if the team is winning and is successful, everybody gets rewarded. No different than a company. You're going to get rewarded more if we work together as a team. My whole life I've broken down football programs. I was never the big enough name to go to, the high level, big time program that doesn't have to be built. I've always taken things that were broken and people that were broken down and, and discouraged. And I think that when you speak to those people and you speak to the higher level people, you got to change that culture. Well, to me, you make up with that with hard work and a team that's willing to do whatever it takes. And I always say, if you care about the person next to you more than you care about yourself, better things happen. You do the same thing with a broken down company. You're sitting there, you're laying off people, it's a struggle. Sometimes in the worst of times is when you can make the biggest difference. Now, as you're in business or football, you're always looking for new ideas and you got to stay ahead of things. But the core principles of your company or your team have got to be the same. And when the company's down, there's not a better time to change the culture. You never have reached the full potential of what you can do. The CEO of that company's got to continue to explore that vision. And okay, we've done great, but it's not good enough. We're going to take it another level. We're going to stay on top of our competition. We've been the best the last 20 years and we're going to be the best the next 10 years. But these are some things that we're going to have to do to stay on top. And the only way we're going to be able to do that is with motivated people that want to be the best. I was diagnosed with epilepsy here 10, 12 years ago. I've been on the biggest stage of college football. I've been on national news from all over the country about me collapsing on a football field and having the situation that I eventually retired. It's easy for me to talk about handling adversity. It's been a thing where I've been able to take a personal experience, a personal attack, and turn it into a positive and get a chance to tell my story as a patient, so to speak. And in the same way with cancer, I'm a cancer survivor. All those things, when you have actually had them, you can really tell people about handling them and handling adversity. Life is short, and we're all going to have problems, we're all going to have adversity. And I always said, when your back's against the wall, you find out who you are, who you really are. And I hope to see you down the road.